This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 12, called Get Your House in Order. And guess what happens in this episode? Kody returns to the Vegas cul-de-sac. So in the first scene, we immediately hear Kody's cries, he's sobbing, and Nathan, his best friend, looks especially uncomfortable. And after he's done the theatrical bawling, Kody says to Mary, "Thanks for being cool." And Kody says he's moving from the anger to grief and wants to sit in it, own it, and begin healing. Apparently, as they were leaving the B&B, Nathan touched Kody and said, "Friend, are you sure?" So I think Nathan thought that maybe Kody was doubting leaving Mary, you know? So meanwhile, inside the B&B, Jen is checking in on Mary and asks if she's okay. Mary says she's just kind of confused and wonders if she did the wrong thing by moving there. Kody's tears, I think, just confused Mary, and maybe she thought she maybe could run back to his arms or something. I don't know. Kody is contradicting himself so hard, though, by saying he never loved Mary in his confessionals, but then sobbing in her arms about how special it was with her. Right? And huzzah, this season, Jen has confessionals. I repeat, Jen has confessionals. Thank God. So Jen says that she saw the family a lot in Vegas, and it always seemed like Kody was always at Robyn's house. Even then, her and her husband noticed it. Jen says that it's not the thing that broke the family, though, because Flagstaff kind of broke the family. It was easier for them to go about having different lives, and then COVID was kind of the final straw. For Mary, she continued to try, and she says, I think over time, just seeing him fail on that end was it for her. So the majority of the responsibility, based on what Jen is saying, lies on Kody. And at Christine and David's house, it's a party for Savannah's high school graduation. Janelle apparently wanted to host it there, and Kody, guess what, is not invited. Janelle says Savannah has basically very little to do with Kody and Robyn, so no, they're not invited. We hear Maddie say that her kids call David Grandpa Dave, and that is an ouch. Kody will hate hearing that. Maddie, Caleb, and Janelle have a sit down, where they talk about Coyote Pass and how they just bought the land in North Carolina. Janelle says that she's fighting for her fair share of Coyote Pass, and Maddie's like trying to rush her to settle it because probably they want to move some of that money to whatever they're doing in North Carolina. Caleb, who has not really appeared on the show for years, says that he's proud of Janelle. And that was all he said, kind of thing. Mary is now on a solo trip to London to thrive in her singlehood. It's a defining moment for her. And, you know, now she can do things by herself. She doesn't need Kody. She doesn't need the family. She cries at Stonehenge because she can't believe that she achieved her dream of being there. Did not know that was her dream, but apparently she'd watched a documentary late at night once and always wanted to see it. Overall, I feel like Mary is doing pretty well post-breakup. Thank goodness she bought that bed and breakfast back in the day. At Christine's house, get ready for the cringiest thing to ever happen on your screen. Apparently, Maddie wanted to organize a flash mob for Savannah's party because remember they used to do these fun dances, and it's a super fail. Maddie is just kind of shaking her whole body awkwardly for way too long. Like, is this dancing? I don't know. Savannah is like confused and embarrassed. It's probably a super embarrassing thing to do on national television. And even Christine is like, yeah, that didn't go well. Robyn and Kody are both disappointed that they weren't invited. They were persona non grata, like they say. Kody says it sucks to high HIT. The other side of the family is still a family, but they're out. And basically he says they'll let me in the club if I leave Robyn behind, but I won't do that. It is sad that Savannah and Kody's relationship is so fractured that he's not even invited to her graduation party. Post-London, Mary makes her way to Flagstaff to bring her check to Kody to pay off Coyote Pass and film a scene, you know? Something that everyone seems happy about, but there's this sense of what's next. Robyn and Mary hug. Robyn says she's been looking forward to this for so long. It's good stuff, you know? Yes, Robyn, it's good stuff. Mary talks about Stonehenge and her trip, and Cody's like, Stonehenge? There must be other places that were cool. He could not care less about Mary's dream and excitement about Stonehenge, and Mary's like, remember when you knew that I was obsessed with Stonehenge? Like, hello? Kody has no recollection, and Christine confirms that Kody only cares about his things and things he's interested in. And in my opinion, maybe what Robyn is interested in, everything else flies out the window. Like, remember when the kids said that they would always watch the movies he wanted to watch? Yeah, kind of that vibe. Mary says once the deal is done, they can discuss dividing it out in 4 equal parts. Mary says she'd like to know what the lots are worth. She wants an appraisal, which is super smart. Kody wants to sell, maybe to some guy, or he's talking about selling. And Robyn interjects and says, you know, I don't want to sell. Girl, Robyn, you're messing with Mary and Janelle's money. The dream is over. Mary spills exactly what Janelle did not want. She says that Janelle came over and said, protect yourself. Robyn is shocked that Janelle thought she needed to protect herself and makes a face like, protect yourself? What the heck? Kody says Janelle would screw me if she could, and I thought about screwing her, but my wife with a conscience will not let me. So Mary says that she owns the least of all the properties, and it looks like she only has like 1/3 of one piece. Robyn says that Kody decided how the parcels were divided, and apparently he did it really quickly, but it sounds to me like it may have been more calculated because somehow Robyn and Kody have the monopoly over the whole thing. Cody's name is on every single parcel. Mary says that she hopes it doesn't get ugly. I mean, do you think this is settled by now, like a year later? It has to be. I hope it went down fair, but I haven't seen news that it's officially sold or anything like that. Kody says we need someone who's a land appraiser. Like, that doesn't exist. And Mary's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that in Flagstaff. Robyn says she has no problem with that. Kody says there are 4 partners with 4 different goals, and he looks kind of apprehensive about the appraisal. And Janelle's theory is that he doesn't want it appraised. He wants to make out like a bandit. So just without getting the appraisal, maybe he'll get more or whatever. Kody says he just doesn't want to put more money in it, like lawyers, appraisals. Who knows? Both can be true. Kody says that if Janelle builds, they will sell. And Janelle is suggesting that they sell together. Mary has no intention of building on Coyote Pass. And the only person I think who doesn't want to sell in this moment is Robyn. But by not selling, isn't she kind of screwing Mary and Janelle? Because then, you know, they get less of a stake or something. I don't know. And in the final scene, Kody is going on a man trip to Las Vegas with his brothers, who look kind of exactly like him, but different. He's sad leaving Robyn, but he's going to really enjoy this man trip. Robyn says they used to do it a lot more in Vegas, and it's healing for him, so there you go. And so Scott is the oldest brother. He's into plural marriage, and his other brother is not affiliated with the church at all. Kody is wearing a hairnet, walks in, and talks about how it takes a lot of work to maintain his hair. And there's this whole hair conversation. He's crimping, there's a hairnet, and he also admits he dyes it to look pretty. And they go to the old cul-de-sac, which I did not expect at all. So they pull up, And Kody has this like nostalgia. He says it was the closest thing to the dream for him. He stands at the gate because it's gated. I am so upset at him that he convinced everyone to move to Flagstaff. Just even watching this, it was just the wrong decision. If they would have stayed, every wife would have had a pretty equal asset that they would have sold when they left. It was better for everyone instead of moving to Flagstaff and putting all their money into Robyn's house. I don't know. So his brother asks about Janelle and if he's going to reconcile with Janelle. He says that Janelle is free and really doesn't want anything to do with him anymore, but he feels fine now being with Robyn. He calls it like a divine relationship or whatever. He was trying to really try hard to hide what he had with Robyn all these years. And Kody says Robyn is the only woman he has to have to agree with him now. I'm a monogamous. And he feels like it's right for him. So also, he says something for sure that he never wants to marry again. So the blogs can stop saying, oh, he has a new wife or whatever. And in the very final scene, Kody takes a shot at polygamy again and says, you basically can't have an emotionally intimate relationship in polygamy because everyone's defensive. So there you have it. A show to promote polygamy actually proved how it doesn't work. The irony is real. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my recap and reaction of Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 12, Get Your House in Order. And I'll be back with more content soon. Bye, guys.